All right, so the third quarter already started. It's still 27-0. There's 13 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter. So I'm about 2 minutes late, but honestly, there's not much drama going on in this game. We're just doing whatever we want, like we always do. And as a Ohio State fan, sometimes our games can be a little bit boring. I'm just throwing that out there. It's the truth. It's how I feel because we dominate all of our games. So of course the games are going to be a little bit boring with little to none drama. But I guess it's UCLA QB took a big huge hit right there on that third down. But it is fourth down, so they'll probably go for it. I don't see why not. Try to make it interesting. I'm not rooting for UC, but some of our games can be boring because we just dominate every team that we play. So most of our games, are over at the half. Now it's just basically cleanup duty, but we seen one team come back down with only 3 points. So maybe UCLA can do that, but they can't do that. They're not going to do that. They can't even get a 4th and 1. See how I didn't get excited on this 4th and 1 try at the Jet? Because I knew they weren't going to get it. They just ran into a brick wall. They're just giving us short yardage to run down the field and all that other stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to do whatever we want. I'm not even surprised that they didn't get this 4th and 1. They're not Texas A&M. They're not going to come back from us and beat us and upset us. That's not happening today, so they're just basically going to lose with style. But so our games are a little bit boring in that sense. But, it's still exciting because we still make big plays and all that other stuff as well. But, you got to watch the first half in our games because we just dominate. That's just what we do. And I'm happy that we do that. Let's not us stop doing that just because it's boring as a viewer to watch, even though I'm happy and excited because our team obviously is dominating. But every once in a while I like those close games too. I'll just admit it because that's when we really shine our light. But it is what it is. Every game's different, so some majority of the time that we play people, we just gonna dominate, just like we're gonna dominate Rutgers. So some of our games, yeah, I'll say it can be boring, especially when we dominate like this. But hey, what are we supposed to do? Not dominate? That's not going to happen. That's not us. That's not what we do. We dominate every game, the majority of the games that we play, and that's what we will continue to do. Even if I may find some of our games boring because we dominate so much. But I'm happy that we're dominating, and we should not stop dominating just because after halftime the game's already over, and it's kind of boring to watch the rest of the game because then basically at that point, once the game is over at the halftime, we're just padding stats for our players, which is also fun to watch. But just if you're not a Ohio State fan or the team that we're playing fan, if you're just a college football fan, if I wasn't a fan of the Buckeyes, right, I wouldn't watch this game because it's a blowout game. So it's not entertaining in that sense, right? Because you're just watching one team dominate the other. So I would say as a Ohio State fan, as someone who's not a Ohio State fan, if I would have saw this game on and was like, oh, well, Ohio State's dominating again, I wouldn't watch it because you already know who's going to win. But that's what we got to do. That's what we do. So we dominate and take over. So, hey, I'm not complaining. Keep on dominating, guys. Come out strong in the first half. And come out strong in the next half as well. But it looks like, is that a new quarterback or is that Sane? Sane shouldn't even be in this game anymore. He should be out. Jeremiah Smith is out for the rest of this game right here, but he needs the rest anyway. Heal up that ankle that he's got. Now, I'm trying to see, is that Sane still in the game, or is that okay, no, it's still Sane. I don't know why he's still in the game, honestly. We should bring in our backup quarterback. Let him get experience. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I mean, Sain's been on the money for most of this game right here. Like he always is. He's always on the money. Look, his completion percentage is 81%. That's very good. Very good for his completion ratings right there being 81%. He probably can get that up higher. I mean, I guess it helps, especially whenever, you have people you can throw it to down the field and they'll 9 times out of 10 catch it for you. So I guess that does help a lot, having an 81 completion percentage throw this season so far. But he can get those numbers up. I totally believe in him. Totally got this. So our first string offense is still on the field. I don't think that's necessary, but Ryan Day seems to think it's necessary. It's 3rd and 8. Hopefully we'll be able to pick up this first down here. I'm hoping that we are able to. We got good field position. When they punt the ball, catch it, run. Just short. Go for it, Ryan Day. Go for it! Go for it on this 4th. Looks like Ryan Day might be bringing on the punt team. I would go for it. Why not go for it? I don't like that we're putting the ball back. No, okay, we're not putting the ball back. I was wrong. It looked like it was all our offense was walking to the sideline, but they're not lining up for this 4th and goal with 10 minutes 38 seconds left in the game. Let's go ahead and pick up this first down, guys. Come on. We got this. We can get 4 yards against this team. Come on, catch it. Catch it. Who was he throwing to? The tight end was not open, saying you should have took off and ran for it. Who was he throwing to? What was that play? That was so weird of a play call right there. He threw it and our tight end was even open, and Ryan Day is even telling him the exact same thing. Hey, why did you throw it? Why did you throw it in that direction? The tight end was not open whatsoever. There was nobody open. You should have took off and ran with it. And he probably would have picked up the first down with his legs than in the air. That's some things we have to improve upon, to get better and better. Even Ryan Day's like, what are you doing? Why did you throw it over there? I don't know if that was like a miscommunication between the tight end to the quarterback, but those problems, just because we're the best team in college football doesn't mean that we're perfect. We still have problems. That's a prime example right there. That was either a communication or a route breakdown or something along those lines. But I'm glad that Ryan Day said, hey, what are you doing? And he talked to Sane about making the right play calls and making the right reads. Sometimes Sane struggles with that, and that's something he's going to have to work on to get better and better and become an elite quarterback, which he's already an All-American quarterback, but he needs to be elite. Because he's still got time to go. I'm sitting there blaming Sane, but it could have been the tight end, right? The tight end could. Hey! Whoa! Yeah, that's what that flag's for. I thought that flag was for something else, but no. The UCLA player grabbed our defensive corner's face mask and threw him to the ground. Unsportsmanlike conduct right there. 15 yards. So now UCLA is backed up. And what that UCLA player did, all he did was light a fuse. Now our defense is really mad since he did that, man. I can't believe you grabbed his face mask and threw him down. Man, who you think you are, buddy? Okay? Lucky I can't jump through this TV. I'd tackle that player for doing that to one of our players. Is he crowd his mind? All he did was make the defense mad. So now let's get some hit-ins, defense. They still want to play rough. UCLA is the salty that they're down 27-0. They should have known that they weren't going to win the game. So I don't know what the heck they're still upset for. Or they're so upset. Hit them hard! Make it personal, man. Don't make it personal, UCLA, all right? Just take your L. It's 4th down here. They're probably going to go for it, but that was uncalled for by that UCLA player. How dare he throw one of our guys down to the ground by grabbing our face masks and just throwing him down on the ground. You can see our defensive players are hitting harder too. That's good, hit it hard, but it's 4th and 18 right now, so what are they going to try a field goal or they're putting it away? Yeah, let's go, D. Get the shutout. Now I really, really want the shutout. At first I didn't care if we got the shutout or not, but now I do want the shutout. Just so our defense can put UCLA and let them know we run this around here, not you. Trying to act all big bag and tough. UCLA player. Ooh, that make me mad, man. There's another penalty flag. Things are getting heisty down there. Looks like people want to fight each other or something. What is going on? What is this flag for? I'm going to check the ref. As soon as he says what the flag's for, we're going to check it. Right now, I don't even know if they know what the flag's for. Probably on sportsman conduct again by a UCLA player. They can't keep their stuff together at all for whatever reason. They're so frustrated with themselves that they're taking their anger out on us. Don't be mad at us. You can't play football. Might want to take that out on your coach, if anything. What's this flag for?
Take the whole game.
All right, well, now we're waiting to see what this flag is for. I don't even know what it's for. The refs don't even know what it's for. We're all just waiting. Why did you? Here we go.
Out of bounds during the kick. It's a 5-yard penalty. Added to the end of the kick. First down, Ohio State.
So a couple more.
I saw that guy at the fair once. I don't know, but if you seen the guy with the cowboy hat and the Ohio State gear on and with the Ohio State Max over here, I saw him at a festival, not a fair. I saw him at a festival once. He was there. And if you're asking, no, I wish I would have took pictures with him, but at that time, I don't know. I just didn't. I wish I would have, though. I should have. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Missed opportunities, man. That's why if you get opportunities in life, take it by the horns and just ride with it because you never know what will come from that opportunity. So try not to miss your opportunities in life because now, see, I regret that moment not taking a picture with that guy. And I knew who he was. I didn't even talk to him or anything. I just saw him. I was like, oh, hey, that guy's cool. Then I just went on about my dad. I didn't stop and ask him for a photo or anything. I wish I would have. I don't know. Maybe I was being antisocial that day. So that's why I didn't bother of asking for a picture. But that's a prime example of not missing opportunities. When life presents opportunities, take that as an opportunity. Don't let them leave for granted, or else you might have some regrets in life. So that's one of my regrets in life is not asking that guy for a photo. Because, I seen him. He was taking photos. I just didn't. I wish I would have. Because he's, at every single Ohio State game. And this was during the off season as well. At the festival that I saw him at. He had his tent set up and he was selling, all of his Ohio State goods and stuff. At that time, I don't know what was going on through my mind. I liked Ohio State when I saw them back then, too. But I just never went up. I just don't know why. I just didn't do it. I don't know why. I really don't. But now I regret it when I think back on it, I wish I would have went up and took a picture. That would have been awesome. Because he's at every single Ohio State game. They show him all the time on camera. All the time. Man, missed opportunity. I have regrets. But no, I really do. But you know what? Next time, if there's a next opportunity, I'm taking it by the horns. And I'm... No. That's a joke. Or is it? I know. A little fun. Just a little fun. This is a little joke. Listen, I grew up watching South Park, Dave Chappelle, George Lopez when he was relevant until we found out that he actually wasn't relevant because he was stealing all of the other comedians' jokes and using them for himself. When I was growing up watching Comedy Central, and I also watched the Stephen Colbert Report on Comedy Central. Love that show. But as soon as he went to the late night show, he stopped being funny, dude. I stopped liking him after that. And it's not because of the politics either. It's because he's not funny ever since he went over there. What changed? You got me. Maybe it's because, when he was on the Daily Show, he had like a short staff that was writing the jokes with him. But now, since he went to the late night show, he's getting jokes made by like a lot of different people, a lot more bigger group than he had at the show at Comedy Central. But they're not funny. But he thinks they're funny, but they're not funny. So, such a shame. I was a Stephen Colbert fan when he was on Comedy Central. He was actually funny. But ever since he went to the late night show, yeah, bro, you're not funny no more. And now you're irrelevant. Should have stayed at Comedy Central. I don't even watch the show with, the late night show with, dang, man. The guy from Big Daddy, who was Adam Sandler's roommate, and that was his son, because he slept with that hooker from Hooters. That guy. I don't think he's funny. Jon Stewart, I think is that his name? Jon Stewart? I think that's his name. Well, when if I second guess myself on something, I gotta know. I don't want to leave it a mystery. I'm pretty sure that's his name, Jon Stewart. I'm like 100% positive now. But why am I looking it up if I'm 100% positive? Well, because I want to be, I want some clarification. I want some confirmation. I want somebody to tell me, yeah, you're right. It's Jon Stewart. As I just said, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. But I don't find him funny. I don't. But the reason why I bring all that up is because, I have a good sense of humor, Gotta have a good sense of humor in life. You don't want to go through life without laughing and be able to make not only fun of other people, but also yourself, If you can laugh at yourself, then you're ahead of most people who can't take a joke about themselves, or who can't laugh about themselves every now and then, And sometimes, you gotta take something seriously, but not too seriously. You can have fun in life, still laugh and joke and have fun, Everything don't have to be serious all the time. Now, yeah, there's certain points when things do get serious and have to be serious, but for the majority of life, you can just have a good time and have fun, laugh, smile, and be able to laugh at yourself. That's why I never get offended. I'm mixed. I'm an Oreo. This is what I like to call myself, because you got the cream in the middle and the chocolate chip cookies right there. But I think it's funny when people think I'm a Mexican. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked a serious question. None of them were like trying to be offensive or anything. They're just like, hey, are you a Mexican? Where'd you come from, Mexico? Can't tell you how many people mistake me for being Mexican. And I'm not. I might look like it, but I'm not. I'm just mixed. I get the best of both worlds, of being white and being black. Is how I like to put it sometimes. But yeah, I don't get offended. No, because I get, not only because I get it all the time. I guess that's the main reason, because I do get it all the time. But even if I didn't get that all the time, and someone would be like, hey, Derek looks like which is my name, with D Space, but it looks like D Space jumped over the border. Where are you from? Mexico? Or something like that. I don't get offended. I think it's funny. So, just small stuff like that. You can just laugh at yourself and laugh at life in general, and just have a good time, and don't try to take everything too seriously. There's a time for comedy, and there's a time for seriousness. But in those awkward moments, comedy can definitely break that awkwardness very quick, just like that. Because listen, if you can get anybody laughing, then that's a good sign that you and that other person may get along. So yeah, don't miss opportunities and have fun with life. That's my um, dang, man, what's up with me and not be able to come up with words that I'm looking for? That's my psychology, no, philology. What's that word when people say something really deep? Psychology. Or philogenically. Or, that's my, philologically. I don't know. But it's 3rd and 2. There's a word for it. It's just not coming off the tip of my tongue. But it's 3rd and 2 here. See if we'll be able to get this first down. We should be able to. Oh, yeah. Run yourself in that end zone. Oh, 1st and goal. We'll take it. Jackson almost ran it in for another touchdown. Let's go. And I feel like I need to be more clear on the board game. Like, yeah, okay, we dominate, but I'm not saying I don't want us to not dominate. Obviously, I want us to dominate every single game. It's not like I want us to play close games that could potentially end up in a loss. And I don't think West got in right there. I think he was short. But, yeah, so it's only a second to go. We're going to get another touchdown. But, it's just, I don't know. I wish we would. Listen, I already said enough about this subject, so I'm not going to carry on about it too much. Actually, I'm going to stop carrying on about it right now, but listen, we just do what we have to do. I don't care. It is what it is. Easy walk-in touchdown right there. From 32 West. Right there. There you go, big fella. Get up in the air. Our running back's been having a field day today in this game. Just a field day by our running backs. Love to see it. Love to see that we're establishing running the football and just running our routes and the offensive line. Wow, they're definitely putting in work today. Definitely doing that. And I'm loving what I'm seeing. And I hope we don't stop this. Right now it's 34-0. This game's been over. But right now, I'm just hoping that we don't stop. We shouldn't stop dominating, even if it may be boring for other people to watch. Sometimes as a fan, I don't know how I feel about this. Should I say it's boring to watch? Does that make me a true fan? I'm just being honest. Of course I'm a true fan. I don't know why I said that. I'm going off the rails here on this one, folks. Okay, of course I'm a real Ohio State fan. I'm just trying to be honest. Like, sometimes our games are boring because we dominate, which I'm happy that we're dominating. Right? And I'm happy that all of our players are doing their job well, and I hope that's what we continue to do. All I'm saying is our ratings are going to be down because people who aren't Ohio State fans won't watch our games because there's no drama for them to watch. And as Ohio State fans, sometimes I feel the same way. But I'll still watch regardless, Just like I'm doing right now. The game's over, but I'm still watching because deep down inside my heart, I'm a Ohio State fan. And I'll always be a Ohio State fan. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say about the whole entire thing. I could keep on rambling on, But I don't want to keep on traveling down that rabbit hole. I'd rather just climb out of it right now. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say in a nutshell. You know? But just another dominating performance. But there is another game also, and we still haven't even checked the scores for the other games. I think we'll probably do that in the fourth quarter. Now, see, right now, Texas and Georgia are playing each other, and Texas, and it's 9-14. So that game right there, that's a good game that has high implications to it. So Texas has 2 losses. If they lose one more game, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. But as of right now, it is 10-14. So, and there are games in the third quarter. So, and also Florida and Ole Miss, they're head-to-head. Their games in the fourth quarter, 24-27 at the moment. Ooh, very close game right there. I don't know who. I mean, honestly, Ole Miss got a bye week next week. I think it would be pretty funny if Florida beats them because Florida only has 3 wins. It'd be pretty funny. And there's already been some shakeup too. So, but we're gonna get into all that. I'm gonna wait till the fourth quarter to jump into the other games and put my 2 cents into them. But right now, it's 34-0, and we are just playing for the shutout. Now, that UCLA player, he made our defense mad, so, and that was a bad mistake by him because now our defense is going to be fired up, and they're not going to want these guys to score at all. And they shouldn't score either. And it also helps that we're going to get the shutout that they have a quarterback who has never played yet. This is his very first game. So, I mean, listen, if you're the UCLA coach, you shouldn't expect much from this guy, right? You just go out there and play. That's all you tell him. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just go out there and play. That's all. That's all I need you to focus on, okay? We're going to lose, so don't even focus about trying to win. Okay, just go out there and play. That would be my best advice to the UCLA young quarterback in his first game. That would be my advice right there. But that's because he's playing that team. Wait, that team right there. That's why. He's facing the what number, Breedis? Number one. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. We number 1 best team in college football. All right. Mm-hmm. But, yeah. That's all I got to say about that. There's also another game. Utah and Baylor is on right now. That game was close, but looked like Utah pulled away in the fourth, late in the fourth. So Utah's going to win that game. Yay for them, I guess. Mississippi State, Missouri, their game don't really matter. There's no whatever that word. What is going on? Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, is this all one take, man? It's just all one take, so, you know, I can't think of words. It is what it is, but I hate that when stuff happens. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying now at this point, guys. Well, actually, I do know what I'm saying. I'm only saying that because I'm trying to keep this interesting. So I don't know. I don't even know how I feel right now. Honestly. it's just another blowout game, guys. Let's go. I'm happy. How could you not be happy with this performance? The only thing that's going to make me happier is if we get the shutout. Well, which I think we will get the shutout right here. UCLA's defense has officially given up. They just are playing. But their offense looks like they haven't given up. It looks like they're trying not to get the shutout here. But our defense, come on! Don't let him run through that hole like that. What are we doing? Tackle! Ooh, that was ugly. Oh, man, that was the ugliest defensive play I've seen our defense play right there. Missing the tackle. I mean, the UCLA player, he just ran right in between two of our defenders right there. He had an open lane and everything, but, you know, our defenders are faster. Our corners are faster. Our linebackers are faster than their players. So, luckily, we was able to catch up to him and take him out of bounds. But, man, he should not have had that open of a lane. Now it's 1st and 10, and UCLA got the ball on their side of the field. They're throwing out deep. Oh! Almost with the INT by number 18. It went off his fingertips. He went like this. The ball hit his hands and flew up into the air. He almost had that INT, though. Almost. He was like this close from getting it. Oh, man. You know he wants that one back, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. So he's just got to go on to the next play. And don't worry, 18, man. You're still a beast. You're still going to catch the next INT, but that was really close, man. He really wanted that one. He even went like, ugh, like just out of frustration. Man, he definitely wanted that one back, but he will get the next one. I totally believe that 100%. So, just thinking here, if UCLA is just playing to not get shut out, or are they going to play for some respect here and go for it on 4th down if we stop them here on this 3rd down. But our red zone defense has been off the chains, with teams only getting 31% of the time touchdowns against our D. Let's go. That's a good number. Let's go. That's lower than 50. 3rd and 9. Come on, D. Get him. Don't let him turn that corner. Don't let him turn that corner. Oh, man. Well, there goes the shutout. Wah, 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 wah. There goes the shutout. Oh, man. Well, that gives the quarterback a little bit more confidence right there. I think even our second-string defenses, and at this point, not even our first-string defense. So, yeah, I mean, okay, you got a touchdown. Yeah, big whoop-de-doo. Good for you. You avoided the shutout, UCLA, but we're still letting you know why we are the best team in college football with this big, huge lead that we still got. But unfortunately, UCLA will not get shut out this game. It's 34-7. But that's all right. That's okay, you know. That's all right. But it's still UCLA players. They need to keep themselves in check, all right? I don't like them grabbing our players and throwing them down by the face mask onto the ground. I don't appreciate that. All right, so UCLA players, you know, get your feelings and your emotions in check. Keep them in check. Control yourselves. Yeah, you're getting embarrassed. But listen, it's football. Life goes on. So keep all those emotions and feelings to yourself and control yourself. All right? And if you touch one of our players again, best believe you're going to get tackled. Okay? I stayed up for my players now, man. I don't know. If I was at the game right now and I saw that, I might just have to run down there on the field myself. And I know I'll get kicked out, but I'm just staying up for my players. Oh! Three! He got a crease! Go! Let's go! Let's go! That's how you erase that from history books. Let's go! Woo! That is how you respond. Let's go, baby, all day. All day. Let's go. Let's go. Who does UCLA think they playing with? Who do they think they playing with? Huh? Who do they think they playing with? Let's go. All day. All day, UCLA. This is why we the best team in college football. Because this is what we do. Boring my, you know what? This stuff is exciting right here. Especially when we do things like this. Let's go. My boy ran like Forrest Gump. Running through that lane. Let's go, 3. From now on, I want to see number 3 out there receiving every single kickoff. That was brilliant. Chef kisses all around. Let's go. Man with the speed, with the boost. UCLA was feeling good. And then, bam! We took that momentum right back. Let's go. I love to see it. I love to see it. Oh, yeah. Let's go. All day. All day, every day, including yesterday. All right? Let's go. Woo! Love this. Love this so much. Love this. Our guys are on fire. Oh, man, this entire season, we have been nothing but on fire. Oh, well, we got our fire put out in that first game, that first half of the game that we played terrible at. But then after that half of that game, our fire got right back on ever since we've been on fire again, man. We just too hot. It's too hot in here. It's too hot. Someone open the window. Let's go, baby. Woo! Let's go, man. Our defense, offense, special teams. Man, I mean, listen. Let's go. Let's go. I'm telling y'all, I'm the biggest Ohio State fan you will ever meet. I'm telling you. Let's go, man. I've been rocking with these guys forever. I don't know if you want to put a number on it. Honestly, I've been rocking with Ohio State for like over 25 years. And that's no exaggeration. I've been through the up and downs. You know what I mean? I've been there with my Ohio State Buckeyes since we lost those hard games in the past. Games that we should have won, that we didn't win. And man, it just like Joker, you know, it puts a smile on my face that this is where we have came. And just last year, too, with us winning the Natty. And this year, we're repeating. We are repeating. You can call that rinse and repeat. The end of the third quarter. Right there, okay? And we're winning. Winning big. All right? We're winning 41-7. That's the end of the third quarter. Oh, yeah, boy. Let's go.